They see I ate it up like food. She came, she ate, and she ain't leave no crumbs up on the plate. I'm a whole vibe, I'm a mood. They see I ate it up.
Peace. What it do? Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is Atone Tarot. Pisces, you are tuned in for your 10-day forecast. We will be taking a look at the first 10 days of November as it relates to the blessings coming your way. I will be breaking down your message via the Everyday Tarot, Everyday Witch Tarot, as well as pulling and closing out your message with the Inner Wisdom Compass Oracle deck. And without further ado, Pisces, we're going to get up into your message. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Pisces collective for the first 10 days of November. What are the blessings coming your way? If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it. I hope all is well with you guys. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. I do 10-day breakdowns, 10-day forecasts, touching on different topics for each sign throughout the month, as well as an all signs energy check-in for the entire month at the top of the month. So I just posted November's all signs energy check-in. Go ahead and check that out. But Pisces, without further ado, we're going to see what blessings are coming to you in the first 10 days of November. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you have for my Pisces collective? What's the good stuff coming to my Pisces in the first 10 days? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you have for my Pisces collective as it relates to the good stuff coming their way? The blessings coming my Pisces way. Last card, Spirit. All right, Pisces, let's get up into your message as it relates to the first 10 days of November. You received in your spread the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Swords in reverse, Death, the Fool, and the Hermit. And as far as what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you got the Queen of Pentacles. All right, Pisces, let's get up into your message as it relates to the blessings coming your way. You got some lessons you're going to learn, some investments in yourself that you're going to make. Yes, it's going to cost you a couple of dollars. You might be paying for a certification course or something like that because you're ready to embark on that next stage and phase. You're ready to do something new. You're ready to jump out and do something bigger, better than what was done before. And with this Three of Swords being in reverse, that's healing. You may even be motivated by a breakup to do some of these things. You might be coming fresh up off a breakup, and you're ready to flex on a few individuals, right? Some people who might have said what you wouldn't become or what you weren't worth, and they spoke down against you. You're like, I'll show you, I'll teach you, let me show you who I am. With this Page of Swords being here and this Page of Pentacles, this Page of Swords is a student, a seeker of information, someone seeking out information. And you got the Page of Pentacles. They're using a little bit of money to get it. So this could be research, doing some background on a new love interest too. If it's not going after a certification of a course. But as it relates to a blessing, this is you investing in seeking out some knowledge on some new creative passion that you have. It could be a person, you could be doing a background check on somebody you really feeling, you know what I mean? You really got the hots for them. You really want to jump their bones, but you need to do a little more digging and a little more fact finding as it relates to this person, or at least that's what you're wanting to do. With this Knight of Wands being here, though, that's a nice progression and elevation from Page to then Knight. But then you got this King of Pentacles in reverse here. So that is or signaling the necessity to pay some attention to your finances, Pisces. And maybe even this person helps show you what you might have been doing wrong with money, right? And they help to tweak or rearrange your perspective, so much so that you're able to make some major changes and be off to the races. With this Knight of Swords, you're very excited to quickly move forward past some healing. You might have been stuck in hurt with this Three of Swords. In the past, you might have been stuck in some level of hurt, but you're able to start to heal from that hurt. The pain is subsiding. That is the blessing. It doesn't hurt as much in these first 10 days of November, whatever that hurt was. Maybe someone broke up with you, broke your heart in the past 3 months, and you had to close out a relationship that was very difficult for you with this death card being here. But you're starting, like I said, to feel like yourself again and feel excited about life and ready to see what life has to offer you with this Fool being here, because you have learned quite a bit in your state of solitude with this Hermit card being in your spread. Now, just because it doesn't hurt as much anymore, doesn't mean you're ready to go jumping into a relationship either. With this Hermit card, you still very much want to remain in your solitude, but you might not be in your solitude crying or looking at old pictures and old text messages. You may not be as stuck on the past or previous person as you once were, but that doesn't mean that you're ready to go jumping into a new person's bed either. You're just feeling better, healing, the acceptance and of closure that you might have received or will receive in the first 10 days of November is your blessing, Pisces. You're going to get some closure to a very hurtful situation that occurred in your past with this Three of Swords. Something that you might have been waiting for a while, someone to acknowledge and just be accountable for the thing that they did to you. Just say you're sorry. Just acknowledge that you did it. And don't have me over here thinking that I'm crazy, that I made this up. That might be more than enough for you to breathe a sigh of relief. And it's all essentially you probably want it. Just be accountable, admit it, acknowledge it, so we both can move on, right? And maybe that is happening, or it will happen, or you push the envelope for it to happen. You lean in and you demand with this Knight of Swords. You demand a person to apologize, to explain, to really lay it out on the line and say, tell me why you did that to me, because I know damn sure I didn't deserve it. So what's up? And you basically speak into it. You might have, or you guys might have separated, and the other person just felt like, oh, Pisces is just going to ghost me and never talk to me again. And that person was quite all right with not saying anything or having to cop to what they did. You might have originally just took your loss and walked away, but you come back around and you like, I ain't letting you off the hook that easily. You want to explain to me why we are not able to progress and move forward in a flourishing, happy relationship like I thought we were, because you a lying ass bitch with this Three of Swords. What happened? Why you do that to me? And they explain themselves. They talk about how maybe their mother didn't love them properly and they needed a hug, and all that is good for you, Pisces, but that's all you needed to close the door, close the chapter on that, shut it down. It's dead. It's done. It's over. Finito. And once this thing that you are able to gain and get closure to happens, it's Eureka. You're ready to go off on the next adventure and embark on new endeavors and possibly even regaining what you lost with this King of Pentacles in reverse. You might have been stuck, not able to move forward, stuck in your head because you didn't know the truth or you didn't know the why. You needed to know the why with that Page of Swords being there, and you finally get it. And once you get the why someone did something to you or some type of explanation around what happened, you're able to move forward with momentum. Yep. That's what I see. That's what I like. I like this level of closure. You getting this closure, Pisces. And yes, you had to take some losses with this King of Coins in reverse. We're going to clarify that. But it's all good, because at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Queen of Coins. And the Queen of Coins, she's very practical. She's very sturdy. She has answers for everything. She has a solution for everything. She just, is the person who brings a pocketbook with everything for every possible emergency that could pop up. That's the Queen of Coins. She has that. She got what you need in the bag. So someone is going to come maybe and replace that King of Coins, replace the loss that you had, or you won't get some of your money back if it was a financial loss. But we're going to clarify this King of Pentacles as well as this Three of Swords in reverse. Let's clarify those for my spicy Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's see why this King of Pentacles is in reverse in your spread. Why is this here, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Pisces collective. Why is this King of Pentacles here in reverse? Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse here for my Pisces. Okay, so you received the Devil, to clarify, this King of Pentacles in reverse. You got the Six of Swords in reverse. You got the Magician, and you got the Seven of Swords in reverse. What I tell you, somebody gonna spin the block, come back around, got something to say. Yeah, they got something to say. With this Six of Swords being in reverse, that's someone returning, coming back, and again, they trying to tell you why they did whatever they did, and they trying to make it sound real poetic. They are really positioning themselves as somewhat of the victim, or I didn't know. I didn't know how to love before I met you, Pisces. And now that I've experienced this loss, I know what true love is because I had to go without having you in my life. Yeah, they selling it. They coming back around. They gonna give you that explanation, and they're trying to manifest you back into their life, into that position of happiness where you guys used to be. It's your decision on what you want to do, but the truth does come out with the Seven of Swords in reverse being here. Oh yeah, somebody tells the truth. The truth comes up and out because the Seven of Swords upright is somebody being sneaky. When it's in reverse, they can't be sneaky no more. You can't hide. The lights have been turned on and you are caught red-handed. Ain't no getting around it. So no matter whatever this person try to say with this devil energy, they're going to try to position themselves as if maybe, you know, nah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me you saw on the video. That wasn't me you saw. Who you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? That's this devil energy, Pisces. Yeah, they want you to believe them, regardless of what you saw with your own two eyes. Yeah, but you know the truth. Yeah, that's Seven of Swords. They gonna tell you some of the truth. They gonna tell them themselves. Just let them talk. Let them talk long enough, and they will tell you the truth. That's what this Magician card is here. Just allow it to flow out their mouth, and they will tell them themselves. But it's their loss at the end of the day. Let's see what's up with this Three of Swords in reverse. What is this about? Because this is healing energy. And I'm telling you, it's really looking like some people gonna come clean. Maybe some things that you didn't even know was going down or being said about you. Pisces is gonna come up and out. All right, let's see why is this Three of Swords here. Why is this Three of Swords here, Spirit, in reverse? All right, so the Three of Swords was clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is decision making. Should I, shouldn't I? Will I, won't I? He did, he did. She did, she did. You're not really knowing, going back and forth. You're examining all of the information that you have and going back and forth between the details of those information to validate the decision that you ultimately made. And you need to stand on that with this Four of Pentacles. Be grounded and stand on business, Pisces. Don't backpedal up off your decision. With this Page of Wands, don't look back. Don't start looking back because this person's sounding good. And I know my Pisces struggle with being decisive, but you've already made this decision, Pisces. Don't go backwards. The blessing is the decisiveness, the decision and the understanding and the revelation of the truth coming up and out. The healing is already started to happen, and that's why you shouldn't go back, because you're just now starting to feel like yourself again. Why would you reinsert yourself back into a situation where it took you a while to climb up out of that hole? So just be mindful that the blessing in your 10 days, first 10 days of November, is standing sturdy in that decisiveness, that decisive energy, Pisces. Yeah, don't go back. Don't look backwards. If you start looking backwards, and you're going to be right back in that Three of Swords upright energy, right? Because when it's in reverse, that's healing of a betrayal. You know, the betrayal took place and it's now in your rear view. It's starting to get further and further away. But if you think about going back with that Page of Wands, he was looking back and thinking about going back. Don't do it. Don't do it, because you'll find yourself in the same space. But let's see what Spirit has as a closing message for my Pisces collective. What direction does my Pisces need for this message? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What direction should my Pisces go as it relates to this situation? And here is your message, Pisces. You got security, dark night of the soul, and take out the trash. Now, damn if I told your ass, don't go back. So whatever that was, it was trash. It was trash. You don't need it. People be holding on to trash unnecessarily. You are going to or have already been through a dark night of the soul. That's that hermit energy, right? Sitting and really recognizing what inside of you is lacking that you need to fix. incorrect, because that's part of the reason how you wound up in the situation, right? And then you got security. You know, you need to secure your heart, right? It says, be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established. If you can't trust the person you're dealing with, there will be no security in that relationship. And it's damn sure hard to build trust if as soon as a person leaves your sight, they in the next person's face. Ain't no security in that. This dark night of the soul, this is, again, you needing to be by yourself and go through that healing, right? That Three of Swords in reverse. You're starting to feel better. You're starting to feel more like yourself. During your dark night of the soul, it may seem that all is lost and that you may not make it through. Rise from the ashes and choose to be better, not bitter. Right. This, I don't really feel like is where you currently are. This feels more past tense. Because like I said, you're at a place where it don't hurt so much. Don't hurt like it used to, Pisces. So don't return to that. Take that trash out and leave it out. It go in the dumpster. Don't go back fishing in the dumpster to pull the trash back out the trash can. No. Let it stay in the garbage, because that's where it belongs. That's what it is. Right. And that is your message. Can't even talk. That is your message, Pisces. I hope that it helps. And until next time, peace.